Okay, so today we're starting the bass clarinet and marimba series with a piece by Yiyang Wang called Converse II from 2020. So this recording, I did find a recording, but it looks to be a sort of pandemic concert. So it's part of a larger concert of pieces. I will make sure that the link in the video description today is to the correct time in that video, so you don't have to worry about scrolling through and finding it. It's for Transient Canvas, this Boston-based ensemble, which commissions a lot. The marimba needs to be 5 octaves, and the bass clarinet, its lowest note is a C sharp, so you need the low C extension in this thing. The extended techniques or symbols, timbral trills, um, are notated with a slash through the note heads of the alternate fingerings. I guess, well, there's a conventional timbral trill, and then what I was just describing, they call a color fingering, but it's just a rhythmic timbral trill. Slap tongue is notated with an X note head. If it's unpitched, overblowed harmonics are just a diamond note head. The marimba has rim shots, which are notated with an X on the stem. So Transient Canvas consists of Amy Advocat and Matt Sharrock. They've commissioned a repertoire of over 90 works over the years. They have an annual paid composer fellowship program, which they started in 2017. And they maintain an active touring schedule and they've been resident composers at USC, University of Miami, NYU, and Longy's Divergent Studio. There's this GitHub, which seems to be more of a computer science researcher, but it says here I was a music composer in the past, so this could be them. Maybe their CV will confirm. I mean, their CV is formatted like their score with the orange lines, so this is probably them. They have a website here, which is just the GitHub, and they did a Master of Music and Composition at Johns Hopkins. They did a BFA at Reed College before then in Portland, Oregon. And then they pivoted into computer science, currently doing a PhD in computer science at the University of Rochester. Interested in large language models, so what the public refers to as artificial intelligence. And no list of works here because this isn't particularly focused on her musical work. But yeah, interesting seeing where she's ended up since composing this 6 years ago. So yeah, that is all the context you need, I believe. Link to the recording is in the video description. While this is like 200 to something measures, I don't think it's particularly long. Might be like 5, 6 minutes. So, yeah, welcome to the world of bass clarinet and marimba. Okay, cool. So I think this piece really works as a closer, especially in this concert, etc. Because it's pretty much like a percussion piece for uh, this particular ensemble, right? The clarinet writing is very percussive. It doesn't try to, overdo any particular technique on the clarinet. It just sort of like finds specific notes on the clarinet where different techniques work well, and then that becomes like a effect in a more percussive context, right? Once we move on to that next section, it's like around, it's the first one around 180 or so, or 135. This stuff is actually a lot more difficult, I think, for the ensemble to coordinate because you just have the clarinet holding the straight 16ths together, right? Whereas up until that point, it's been like you either have eighths or 16ths in the marimba the whole time. Uh, so yeah, that's something to think about too. You can kind of hear in this performance what the ensemble strengths are, right? But yeah, from that point forward, the clarinet has a lot more responsibility in keeping the time and stuff. Interesting career trajectory, but kind of reminds me of a lot of composers in America. I think like AI is sort of something that a lot of composers are interested in. They may like double. Like I had a colleague at University of North Texas who minored in computer science and then ended up working um, at some sort of intersection between technology and art. When people pivot in their careers, they tend to stop composing. So curious if Young, also I've been pronouncing her name wrong in this video, but Young Wang, yeah, I'd be curious to hear more stuff of hers. Curious if she's still writing. Does she have more opportunities because of her new concentration and the career flexibility, or does she not really have the time to do so much? Is she just working in electronics now? You know, all these scores I think are associated with Transient Canvas. If I'm going to be honest, I think I mentioned that in the last video. But yeah, the next two are going to be from 2017. I guess I'll choose the order that I look at them in.